Hello and welcome to another Phoenix production live broadcast of Phoenix football. Sorry for the little late. We're having some weather problems and technical difficulties, but we are here right now, right here to give you the best broadcast we possibly can. And before we start anything, I'd like to give a big shout out to our just the people behind the camera and behind the voice, which you can't see. Tonight we have Mr. Gentry on directing everything. Kyllee is on his way right now to go down to the sidelines for a new camera angle that which we rarely ever get. So big shout out to Kenny and everybody running cameras right now, which I can't name off the top of my head, but a big shout out to them as the captains are meeting at the middle of the field. And before we start this game, I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors today, Daylight Donuts and Heidi's Dress Shop, one of our newest sponsors. But if you ever need in for a dress, go check them out. Tonight I'll be commentating by myself, so you might get pretty annoyed with my voice, but I'll try to give you the best quality commentating I can do. Looks like the coin toss. Looks like Parsons is elected to receive. We'll be right back. Looks like the starting quarterback and kicker Colton Bono is set up to do the kickoff. Parsons looks like they have one receiver deep down there. The kick is off. Parsons receiver catches it, storms down the field, makes a man miss, makes another one, but he drop tackles him around the 46-yard line. Parsons offense is coming on the field. Parsons starting quarterback number 5, Andrew Hulk. I haven't watched a lot of Parsons. I can't really remember how they play, so this should be a pretty new experience for me. Phoenix starting off their season kind of rough, sitting at a 3-3 record, so this is a big game for them, seeing if this is maybe a make or break deal for them for playoffs. They run it. He runs over man for about 9 yards. Tackle made by Lane Boldridge. That makes it 2nd and 3 for Parsons here. Can't help but predict they're going for another run inside. You get a nice little view of the cheerleaders. Big shout out to them for coming out here when it was raining. My prediction was right as they run it up the middle, and he gets the first down with relative ease as he moves the chains as he's at the 44-yard line. They run it again up the middle. He gets even more yards. That's a first down. He's just absolutely fighting for his life down there. We're just running straight through people, getting yards with relative ease. I can already tell if this Phoenix defense doesn't stop this running back, it could cause a lot of trouble for them. And the game just started. He makes even more people miss him as he dives for more yards. This offensive line is doing a great job of making holes for this running back, and it's killing the defense. This offense is just thriving off of this run game right now, and what Phoenix defense really needs to do is just cover these holes and stop letting this running back get so many yards. He drops back. He almost gets sacked, and that's an incomplete pass. The first stop of the Phoenix defense today. That was much needed, as it's now 3rd and 6. This is you can already tell this is a big 3rd down. He hands it off again. He's tackled by number 8, Yogi Purdy. That's not enough for a first down. Oh, there's an injury on the field. Looks like there's going to be a 1-minute timeout for the injury. And I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors once more. Heidi's Dress Shop in Daylight Donuts. Big shout out to them. Huge shout out. What number is that? Looks like number, yeah, 1 is either 1 or 7. So it's either Andre Ford or the running back or outside left linebacker Chancellor Hinzen. Yeah, that's number 7 right there. So he's getting up now. You love to see that. As the Phoenix defense is coming back on the field. As it's 4th and 3. Handoff, and he's stuffed. Turnover on downs. Phoenix take over. Now we get to see what this Phoenix offense can do. That was a big stop there. Starting quarterback for the Phoenix today is Colin Bonnell, per usual. And starting running back, and coming off a knee injury, is Zydron Mays. He's a big contender for this game, and he's a big help. Movement, and it's a handoff. To Zydron Mays, but the play was stopped as there was a flag. It was a penalty on the Phoenix, so they're backing up basically to their goal line. That's something they really didn't want there. Oh, I was wrong. Handoff. Makes one man miss, but it's stuffed. And he's tackled. That's number 7, Leighton Boldridge. And that makes it 2nd and 15. Play action, he bombs it. It is incomplete, broken up by the cornerback. He was looking for a big heave to Zydron Mays right there. He's just a one-man show, Zydron Mays. He plays about just every position on the offensive side. This is a big 3rd down, 3rd and 14. He's running out of the pocket, throws it. Zydron Mays gets that 1st down and more. He makes man miss. He's running. He's at the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown all the way from the other end of the field. What an electric reaction from the Phoenix crowd here. as the entire team is hyped up right now. That is what you love to see from the offensive side of the ball. And you got to think that gives a huge morale boost for this defense coming back on. As Columbano is there to kick it for an extra point. Oh. Columbano's coming off of the field. Looks like they're going for two. Whoa, flag on the play as Liam Boldridge. It's probably the best for possible since, like I said, Liam Boldridge lost that ball on the snap. Looks like it was a penalty on the Phoenix. Columbano back on there, and he darts one, but it's a little low and it's incomplete. As the 2-point conversion is no good as the defense for the Phoenix comes on field. It will be right back for another drive. Columbano off to kick it off to the other side. As the last drive for the Parsons offense ended very, very sad for the Parsons side, with Phoenix just barely stopping them. And as the Phoenix have a 6-0 lead, since they couldn't convert that second 2-point conversion, as the kick is off and is almost out of bounds, but is caught. He slips a little bit. Number 28, he makes miss as he's running down the sideline, and he's tackled around the 45 or the 55. Parsons offense is coming out on the field. As is a pass. Ooh, and it's caught, but he was tackled as soon as it was caught. About a 5 or 6 yard gain right there. Make that 2nd and 6. Nice little screen pass from the Parsons offense right there. Give them a little bit of a gain as Looks like there's a timeout. That's that. End of that timeout. As he hands it off, as he gets a good chunk of yards right there, and he's fighting for the first down, but he doesn't get it. Big stop right there for the Phoenix. Well, they give him the first down. I didn't see him make it, but Mr. Gentry over here is shaking his head at me as there we go. It's 3rd and 2. I didn't think it was a first down. A lot of support in the backfield on Parsons' side as a handoff. Oh, it's a fumble. And Phoenix do recover. I did see that. Number 2. Hold on. Number 2. Noah Martin right there. Recovers the ball, and the Phoenix offense takes over. That is what you love to see from this defense. It's a handoff to number 7, Lane Boldridge, as he finds a hole, and he makes 2 men misses. He's running again. He's at the 20, the 10, touchdown, first play for the Phoenix offense. What an electric offensive drive there. Didn't even need 2 plays to get the touchdown. A 60-yard rushing touchdown, as it makes it 12-0. And the Phoenix coming out with a commanding lead, especially on the offensive side. And Parsons doesn't fight back here a little bit. This might look a little iffy for them. As they are kicking it for the extra point here, as Colton Bond, I'm sorry, I'm messing up my words right now. And the kick is good. That was Colton Bono on the kick. I apologize. That was just great offense from the Phoenix right there. I can instantly tell he was gone as soon as he juked that last man. It was just, what a beautiful run play right there. As Mr. Funk is talking to the players. Coach Harris is waving at me. I love that guy. Kick is high and far as he's jogging it, and he's met by, oh, his helmet's off. There's flags on the play. He keeps running. I believe the rule is as soon as the helmet comes off, the play is dead. But I could be wrong. I mean, there was multiple flags as soon as the helmet came off. I'm looking at the stream right now. It looks like it's pretty laggy. We apologize for that. We're trying our best to fix it as we're continuing with the game. What?
Call it an internet issue.
It is an internet issue. That is what we're experiencing right here, right now. So we are trying our best to come up with a solution. As there's a little over 6 minutes left in this first quarter right here. Ball's on the 37-yard line in Phoenix territory. As he gets a good chunk of yards off the first run. And it looks like he gets just about 6 yards as it's second and fourth. Fourth down, 2nd and 4 for Parson. As it's another handoff. And he's stuffed, only getting about a yard or two on the play. Number 8, Yogi Purdy making that tackle as it's 3rd and 2nd as he gets 2 yards on that last play. As the clock keeps running and is just ticking down to about 4 minutes and 40 seconds right here. as it's another handoff, and he's met with a Phoenix defender. He's met with 2 more as he escapes them, and that is a 3rd down stop right there as he does not move the chains whatsoever. And now we see if they're going to go for it, which I predict they will. As he actually loses a yard right there. And the Phoenix defense is stepping up their game, especially from the first drive. As there's a timeout for Parsons. We'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast, Heidi's Dress Shop and Daylight Donuts. Big thank you to them and everything they do for us. And we'll be with you right after this timeout. We are back with some more Phoenix football action as he throws in his complete. That's a 1st down on this 4th down as he moves the chains and gives the Parsons offense another chance to keep rolling for the try to get some momentum and try to get some points on the board here. Another handoff as he has some good blocking as he's tackled just in front of the first down. That's a big gain for the Parsons offense as they're on the 7th yard line, just inching closer and closer to this end zone. That's a nice shot of the football right there. As the clock just hit 2 minutes, as they hand it off yet again. As they stop him just in front of the end zone, you can definitely tell that the killer, the thing they're going to use the most, the Parsons offense, the plays they're going to use the most is definitely the running game, and it seems to be working pretty well for them, as they've only passed it like 2 or 3 times. But, one time it was used to get a 1st down on the 4th, so it's working pretty well for them. But honestly, if I was them, I'd keep on running it. There's no consequences to running it. As it's a flag on the play. Refs are discussing it right now. It's a flag and a foul on Parsons, so they should be going back. As there's about 40 seconds left on the clock here. Let's see if they can make it in the end zone before the end. As it's a play action, he bolts it. And it's almost picked off by Zydron Mace, but it just slips through his fingers. And that is a big stop from this defense as it's 3rd and goal now. And that also stops the clock. This has been a very eventful first quarter of football. Already 2 touchdowns from the Phoenix side. And we're looking to keep that momentum going into the rest of this game. He hands it off, and he fights for it, but it's just stopped about the 2-yard line. And it brings it to 4th and goal. As number 72, Brady Barnes, is coming out on the field. He's rocking all pink as the clock winds down on the first quarter. And as before we go off for a little bit, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Daylight Donuts and Heidi's Dress Shop. And we'll be right back for some more Phoenix football. As we're back with as I believe it looks like they got the touchdown on 4th and goal. As that brings it to 6-12. Number 14, Ethan ran off, and the kick is blocked. And it stays at 13-6. Phoenix still up on top. The football theme for tonight is Pink Out in support for breast cancer awareness. So thank you to everybody who came out, for all the students and everybody came out to wear pink to show their support. As you see, almost all football players are wearing pink right now.
Hey, 11:54 o'clock. 11:54 o'clock.
As Parsons is ready to kick off. The kick is short. Zydron Mays receives it. He's trying to find a hole here. He does. He jukes a man. He finds a lane as he's dragged down. He's slowed down, and he's thrown out of bounds. Looks like the ball is on the 49-yard line in Phoenix zone, in Phoenix land. No, in Parsons side. Three wide receivers, one running back. As it's a screen pass to number 8, Yogi Purdy, as there's a flag on the play. He gets the first down and a little more, and then he walks out of bounds. But again, there is a flag on the play. That was if it holds, that was a 19-yard gain. But it looks like it was a flag on the Phoenix, so they're going back to the 41-yard line, I believe I heard. Two receivers, it looks like, on the left side of the field. As he drops back, finds Jeremiah Thompson as he meets a man and gets about, as a first and 20, there's another flag on the play. As he gets a nice little, gets a couple yards on the play right there. As the flag is being discussed by the refs. They're still discussing what's happening. Another ref has joined the conversation. It was a foul on Parson. And that gives Phoenix an automatic first down on the 30-yard line. That's a huge help for the Phoenix right there, as it makes this drive a heck of a lot easier for them, as that was a big morale boost as they're trying to hype up the crowd. There's about 11 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. As we're waiting for the next play. Gatorade. There we go. Looks like 3 receivers, 1 on the left side, 2 on the right. As he hands it off to Leighton Boldridge, as he fights for yards, as the whole team is basically, as he's lifted up in the air. Looks like he gets 2 yards on the play, making it 2nd and 8 on the 29-yard line. As Phoenix is still trying to ride this momentum off of that big foul earlier. As he pitches it to number 8, Yogi Purdy, as he trucks a man, makes another man miss, and he just barely gets tackled on his feet. And that's a first down, but from Yogi Purdy. A great little play right there to move the chains, as that was a gain of 17 from Yogi Purdy yet again. And he hands it off, and the whistle is blown. As the ball is on the 11th-yard line. The clock is rolling. As he pitches it to Leighton Boldridge, he finds open field. There's a flag on the play, but if he gets in the end zone. But let's see if that is a touchdown for the Phoenix. I do believe it is. It is a foul on the Phoenix, as they are. Yeah, they're getting pushed back. They're going back all the way to the 22nd yard line. As he finds Leighton Boldridge, and he's wrapped up. He was about to get sacked there. He's looking for something. He didn't find it on the right side, so he had to dump it off to the left. And that didn't go for very long, as it's 2nd and 20. Not looking too good for the Phoenix offense right here, as it just hit under 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Play action, he's looking, he finds Zydron Mace, he catches it, makes a man miss it, that's a touchdown Phoenix! That's the second receiving touchdown for Zydron Mays right there, as whistles are being blown once again. As there's flags on the play. Let's just tell you what, there's been a lot of flat fouls here lately. As they're calling, oh, it's a foul on Parsons. So that's roughing the passer on Parsons. So that is a touchdown for the Phoenix. Like I said earlier, the second receiving touchdown from Zydron Mays and second throwing touchdown from Colton Bonnell, as Colton Bonnell lines up to kick the extra point to make it a 14-point lead. I apologize. The kick is up and it's good, as that completes a great drive from the Phoenix offense right there. Bonnell is coming back out to kick it, as it looks like they're kicking it from the Parsons 45-yard line. The kick is away, and it looks like it's a touchback, as it gets in the soccer goal from all the way back there. As they start on the 20-yard line. Parsons offense is coming out on the field. Bet they're hoping to get some points before the end of this half. It'd really make it a lot easier coming into the second, as they run it and is met with a line of Phoenix defenders. As that is not what they wanted on that play right there at all, as they lose a yard, making it 2nd and 11. I don't know if this is the time to be relying on the run game right here, is when you're down 14. With only 9 minutes left in the second quarter. As you can see Mr. Gentry right there on the sideline camera. Now you're seeing what he's showing.
What? I know.
As he drops back, quick pass to a receiver, and he's taken down. That was about a 5-yard gain, I believe. as it's 3rd and 4th. So it's about a 3rd and medium. As he throws another screen, as he gets the first down, as he moves the chains with relative ease. They still have 7 minutes left on the clock as they're slowly making their way down the field. As they're in the 35 in their own side of the field. As he heaves it, not a very good little spiral. He pushed off the defender right there, but they don't call a foul. I did see there was a very big push right there, but it doesn't matter anyway because it's incomplete. So it makes it 2nd and 10. And that stops the clock at 6 minutes and 45 seconds. As there's 2 receivers for Parsons. As the corners are way back there. As there's a flag on the play. False start on the Phoenix side. So that's a 5-yard penalty, making it 2nd and 5th. Oh. False start on Parsons. So that makes 2nd and 15. That is not very good for them at all. As there's a timeout for Parsons. At this time, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Daylight Donuts and Heidi's Dress Shop right there. Thank you to them for making this all possible. And we'll be right back with some more football action. As the teams are coming back on the field, the Parsons is looking at a 2nd and quite long on their own 30-yard line. As he drops back, he looks for a man in the middle as he tries to one-hand catch it, and that goes anywhere but his hands. So that makes it 3rd and 15. The pass was good. It was dimed right in a nice little spot right there But the receiver cannot get two hands on it, as the Parsons are looking to make something magical right here to get them this first down. He hands it off. He's almost tackled, and he makes 3 men miss, but he's dropped before anywhere near the first down. He's brought down by Yogi Purdy, and it's 4th and 9. It was a very interesting decision to run that ball in that play right there, and it looks like they're gonna go for it with just over 6 minutes left in the quarter. Ooh, as looks like some Phoenix defenders jumped off sides. As they do call it on the Phoenix. So that makes it 4th and 4. That makes it a whole lot easier on the Parsons. As the corners are looking like it's man coverage right here. Oh, they punt it. Honestly, if I was them, I'd go for it. They need the points right here. And I just don't think punting it was a smart play, but they did it, and now the Phoenix are going to receive it on the 20-yard line in their own territory. And the Phoenix offense is coming back to maybe do some damage before the end of this half. There's some motion. It's handed off to Zydron Mays as he finds a hole. He goes to the left side of the field. He stiff arms a man as he runs out of bounds. That is a first down and a little more. That is a 16-yard gain. Zydron Mays staying out on the sideline right here. As there's 3 receivers. As there's motion. Play action. He zips it to Jeremiah Thompson, but through his hands and almost picked off. But isn't, so it's just an incomplete pass. That's a rare miss from Colton Bonnell right there. It was on target, just straight through the hands of number 3, Jeremiah Thompson. As he pitches it to Leighton Boldridge, as he jumps on a man, and it's stopped at the 40-yard line. as it's it's 3rd and 6 with just 5 minutes left in this half right here. Looks like the Phoenix are trying to wind down this clock as much as possible right here. As he drops back for a slip screen, Yogi Purdy picks it up. As he fights for the first down, he breaks a tackle. He gets the first down with ease as he kind of slides over the defender right there, just on top of him. And that is a Phoenix first down as it resets the chains. And they're keeping this clock running. Bono gets out of the pocket, finds Mays as he's sliding down and escapes out of his right shoulder. He's disappointed in himself. That would have been another Phoenix first down, but honestly, I feel like he could shake that one off as it stops the clock at almost 4 even. As it's 2nd down and 10 on the 48-yard line. Handoff. He breaks a tackle, makes another man miss, and he gets the first down. Resets the count. They're just a first down machine. That was Leighton Boldridge. I believe it was. He pitches it to Yogi Purdy as he's whiplashed into the first down. And they're keeping this clock running with just under 3 minutes left. With just over 3 minutes left, I apologize. Play action. He's looking. He's running. He almost gets sacked. He keeps running. He just runs out of bounds, nearly avoiding a sack. That is probably the best decision he could have done right there. As he does lose 2 yards, but that's better than getting sacked right there. Hands it off to Mays as he's met with a couple defenders as he's tackled in front of the line of scrimmage, and he loses some yards, I believe, there. Or he gains exactly 0 yards and keeps it at 3rd and 12. Well, okay, well, I was wrong. It's 3rd and 16. I apologize. They just hadn't updated the scoreboard yet. So he does lose about 4 yards. And it looks like it's a timeout for the Phoenix. As there's 1 minute and 46 seconds remaining left in this half. Phoenix still looking to find those last minute points to increase their lead going into the half. Looks like there's 4 receivers on the play here. As there's a flag, and Bono tips the snap and he loses it. There's a false start on the Phoenix. That just makes their 3rd down even longer. That makes it 3rd and 21 for the Phoenix offense right here. As a little funky player going on right here, as they almost get Mays. He breaks a tackle and he gains yards, but not enough as he doesn't get the 1st down. But he gets a really good chunk of yards. He breaks, I think, like 2 tackles and makes another one miss. That makes it 4th and 15. I wonder if they're going to go for it here. And it looks like they are going to, as Coach Funk is giving them directions. And the Phoenix offense is back on, looking to gain 15 yards to keep this drive going. Motion. Bono looking. Pass to Purdy. Purdy moves and he gets the 1st down. He resets the chains. And as there's a little under a minute left in this half to get some points on more points on the board. 50 seconds left here. They're going pretty fast as he hands it off to Bouldridge as he gets a nice little gain right there with just over 30 seconds left here. As it's 2nd and 2, they hand it off again. And look, he gets the 1st down and a little more. As a timeout for the Phoenix. 18 seconds left as they are just so close to the end zone here. That is their final timeout. That is the end of the final Phoenix timeout as they're coming back on. Bolton looking for a man. He finds number 3, Jeremiah Toddson. That was Colton Bonnell for his 3rd throwing touchdown. And that makes it 26-6 before the kick. So they already have a 20-point lead going into the half. Going into the second half. And it's almost blocked, but it's up and it's good. Make that a 21-point lead. As Parsons is probably going to get about a play or two. Before this half is ended. As you can see, as I can see everyone like the band and the dance team up on the top of the track and ready to do their halftime performance. And the kick is off. It's direct straight into the end zone, so that's a touchback as Parsons going to start on the 20. As there's a flag. As they wave it off. As he takes a knee, and that's the end of this first half. Atchison 27, Parsons 6. Parsons got a long way to go to get back their momentum. Before we end off, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Daylight Donuts and Heidi's Dress Shop. And we'll see you in the next half for more Phoenix football. Hello and welcome back to some more Phoenix football. We are entering the second half here. Some takeaways from the first half is Phoenix passing game, really. We have 3 throwing yards from Colin Bonnell, 2 receiving from Zydron Mason, I believe 1 from Jeremiah Thompson to put it up. And Phoenix is leading currently by 21 points with a commanding 27-6 scoreboard right here as the Phoenix score and they receive the kickoff going into the second half. So looking to make it an even bigger difference. Kick is off. It's low and short, as it looks like it's gonna. And a player slides to get on top of it. And he does. That was Mays right there, as it looks like he's on about the 28, 27 maybe. 26. There's Mays in motion. They hand it off to Boldridge. He's going upfield. Cuts back. He's going the other way. He sees open field. He has a blocker. And makes a man miss. He is down on the 45-yard line. Entering Parsons' side of the field. I believe it was the 45. Gain of 31 as they might, yeah, they do call it on the 45-yard line. As I believe a substitution at running back here. Number 10, no, I believe I'm wrong. That's number 20 as Bono loses the tip but regains it as he set back all the way to the 40-yard line. Jack Bilderback in at running back. I figured that's who it was. I just had to double check myself right there. As it's second and long, second and 24 to be more specific. As a play action, he heaves it to Mays that it's underthrown, but he still catches it, and he's caught up at about the 15 or 16-yard line. That's a big gain. That's just one of many plays from Bono to Mays, as there seems to be a dynamic duo starting to grow. As I saw Yogi Purdy come over at the middle, maybe having some free air right there, but still a heck of a play right there. As they're loading up the left side of the field with 3 receivers, as he hands it off to Bolt, and he trucks a man and gets him to about the 1-yard line. That was Leighton Boldridge. I didn't have time to get off the name. I apologize. As that's first a goal for the Phoenix, as I believe is actually on the 2-yard line. He hands it off again as there's a flag, and he tries to fight, but he doesn't get it. Holding offense, so that sets him back. That's a 10-yard penalty. Make it 1st and 12 from the goal line. play action. There's another flag. Looks like another foul on the offense here. 1st and 17. This is looking more and more grim for the Phoenix offense every single play. Play action. He's looking, he finds a man, and his tip, and is still caught by Zydron Mays, make that his 3rd touchdown as he is celebrating straight into the defender's face. He is having one heck of a game here for himself. As him and Bono just find each other on almost every single big play. As they're having one heck of a night, bringing the score to 33-6 before the kick. And the kick is good. Make that 34-6. That brings it to a 28-point difference here. As now I have to say, for every single drive the Phoenix are playing, it's looking more and more grim for Parsons, as they need to find an answer how to stop this offense before it's too late. It may be already too late. Kick is off a little to the right. It's caught, almost dropped from the receiver. He finds a hole and he's running. He's at the 50, and he gets stopped around the 40, around the 44, 43 yard line, 44 yard line. He's brought down by Cameron Thompson, as he's in Phoenix field right here. They're right here looking to score some desperately needed points to maybe get some morale and momentum back here over on the Viking side of the ball. He finds it's way short, and that's an incomplete pass from Parsons as it stays 2nd and 10. As there's 3 receivers, there's motion here as a play action screen. He's going back, moving to the other side. As he sees open field, he's at the 30-yard line. He gets dropped about the the 25-yard line, as they're making pretty good friends with the screen pass right here, and it's just now starting to work. As they're advancing up the field, slowly but surely, as there's about 9 minutes left, and as he's on the 26-yard line. Or the 25, I'm sorry. Oh, there's an injury. Is that number 8, Yogi Purdy? The show must go on here, though, as they hand it off, but is met with the defense of the Phoenix as he gets stuffed and goes just about nowhere. I'm looking at Yogi Purdy right here, and he's getting stretched out. He might just be having a little cramp. As there's just about 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Play action. Finds a man across the middle. He gets some yards. He's dropped about the 6-yard line as there's a flag. Looks like there's some hot conversation apparently. It's about to turn nasty. Looked like a quick slant right there just over the middle. Caught the defense lacking, found a little empty zone, and he took advantage of it real fast. As we find out what this flag is for. Looks like a personal foul on Atchison, so it makes Parsons' life a little easier. As it's 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Hands it off, and he's met in the end zone with relative ease. As that's a touchdown, first in a long time for the Parsons offense, getting them up to 12 points before any extra points. As it looks like they may be going for 2, so they're huddled up here just talking. And they are going for 2. I'd probably say that's a smart decision, seeing in the position they're in. As the screen pass is just underthrown and incomplete, as it stays 34-12. As it's a 22 difference, and the Phoenix is leading by a large margin here. It looks like there might have been a flag on the play here. As the clock is stopped at just 7 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. As it looks like players are coming back on the field for kickoff. So it looks like it was a foul on Phoenix, I believe. As there's 2 receivers in the backfield. As Parsons is kicking off on the Phoenix 45-yard line. As there's 2 receivers in the backfield, but I believe I already said that. As he onside kicks it and is recovered from the Phoenix. So they're going to start on their 30-yard line right here. They say 31-yard line, I apologize. As they loaded up the right side of the field with 3, as Parsons' defense jumps, giving some Phoenix some extra yards right here. As it's 36-yard line, it's first and 5. Pitches it to Boldridge. He's going wide, gets the first down, and a little more. Probably a 4 or 5 yard gain. As he gets to the 45-yard line. I don't think my math was correct there. Nothing. As you can see, Yogi Purdy's back in the game. He's lighting up wide as there's 4 receivers here. As he screens past it. Hit a little late on Bolton. Bonnell. As there's multiple flags on the play. As the refs are discussing it right now.
Face mask on Parsons. We'll bring up first and 10 for the Phoenix.
Looks like, from what I heard, a face mask on Parsons. giving Phoenix a 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line in enemy territory. As Bonnell steps back looking, zips it to Jeremiah Thompson as he is wobbling to get some more yards. It's just being held by a defender as he's stopped dead in his tracks. Down at the 44-yard line as he gets the 1st down, moving the chains. Option, he zips it to Mays. He sees a little open field, makes a man miss, and goes down around the 14-yard line, I believe, as he gets the 1st down. As that marks 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. As he hands it off to Bouldridge as he finds an open hole, and he gets the touchdown. 14-yard rushing touchdown, Phoenix. Bring it up to a 40 points on for them. As it's a 28-point difference, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, Kenny's saying I'm right. As Colton Bonnell is up for an extra point. And it's blocked, keeping the score at 40-12. With 5 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. As Bonnell is up the kick. Low and straight to his receiver. He slips a little bit. He's finding an empty field. Makes the man miss, and he's caught by like 3 defenders before he goes down at the 50-yard line. 49 maybe. They do call it at the 50-yard line right there. As the Phoenix defense takes over once more. as he hands it off. And he gets about 8 yards on the play, stopping him at the 42-yard line. Yeah. He hands it off once more. He gets the first down and a little more as he stopped around the 35, 34 maybe. As they call it at the 34-yard line. And he resets the chains with 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Me, personally, if I was Parsons, I would not be running this ball right now. I'd be trying to get some points on the board. So he hands it off again. He was zigzagging his way past to the 30-yard line. Gets about 4 yards on the play and keeps the clock running. As the clock is winding down to about 3 minutes left even. Play action as he's sacked. And now he's back on the 38-yard line. That's a big loss. Sacked by Avante House, the homecoming king. That is 3rd and 14 on the play. That is something Parsons desperately did not want there as the clock continues to widen down. As that's on the 38-yard line, I apologize. As the clock is winding down to 2 minutes. Looks like there's a timeout or something. Other man's coming off the field. There's substitution. .75 coming in the game. We just 2 minutes and 2 seconds left. As he hands it off last second, and he's met with a line of defensive players as Parsons player is getting a little angry. I don't know if that was the move on the third and long. As it's 4th and 12, they gain a whole 2 yards on that play. They need to start throwing this ball here. As there's 3 receivers out for Parsons. He comes out of the pocket, zips it to a receiver, makes a man miss as he's hit a little late. But there's no flag on the play, but he does get the first down with 55 seconds left.
At the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 for Parsons.
It is now 1st and 10s for Parson on the 22-yard line. He hands it off, almost lost. He breaks a tackle, is tripped up, is still going. He gets out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. He's a man amongst men, just fighting for more and more yards right there. That is 1st and goal at the 5-yard line, so they have 5 more yards to fight for to make this lead a little less. There's 47 seconds left. So he hands it off once again. He's stopped at the 3-yard line, at 2 or 3-yard line. As the clock keeps moving, 35 seconds left. As a timeout, an injury timeout. Stop dead at the 30-second mark. I believe that's the running back. Their running back is number 15. Jones. He's stretching him out. Maybe it's just a cramp going on. As he's getting up now and being escorted out the field. That is a big loss for Parsons right there. As he is walking away. .30 seconds left to play in this third quarter, I apologize. As the teams are coming back on to play. 2nd and goal here for Parsons. Trying to make this deficit a little more manageable here. Let's see what they do when they lost probably their biggest player right here as they QB sneak it, QB draw, I apologize, as they get the touchdown. And that makes it 18 before any extra points. That is their first touchdown in a pretty decent time. As it looks like they might be going for 2 here. I believe they're going for 2. Maybe not. Looks like they're huddling up, so they are going for 2. As there's 24 seconds left on the clock. They snap it. They pass it to the quick slant and it's caught. Make it 20-40 now. There's a 20-point deficit. And that was much needed for the Vikings there to stay in this ball game, which frankly I don't know if they are. But again, that quick slant is the play that's continuously working for the Vikings offense right now. And I believe they should just start utilizing it a little more. Well, should have in the game overall. The kick is away. It's a little short. It may go, and a player picks it up at about the 19-yard line right there. And Phoenix have 24 seconds to do anything if they want to. Motion here. Hand it off to Mays. Has a blocker. Finds open field. There's a flag on the play right after the Boldridge block as he's out of bounds. And looks like he's cramping up here. A foul on the Phoenix here. Holding. "17 seconds left here for the Phoenix. Well, they're on the 17-yard line. 1st and 13. They hand it off. And he's down about the 20, 21-yard line. Gain about 3 yards. They call it 2nd and 8. Guess my eyes deceive me. With 14 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Looks like there's a late flag on the play. As another Phoenix player drops. But there's a foul on the offense. Looks like another cramp. I believe that might be Avante House. Don't quote me on that yet, though. That is Avante House. as there's a little timeout here for the injury. As that's the end of the third quarter, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Daylight Donuts and Heidi's Dress Shop. Thank you so much to them, and we'll be right back with more Phoenix football. And the teams are coming back onto the field. Second and 19 for the Phoenix here at the start of the fourth quarter. He runs it to Purdy. We've seen this play multiple times, and he gets a nice little gain there. Stopped about the 24-yard line. Gets a 14-yard gain, I believe so. As another cramp here. Purdy's already had a cramp during this game. As there's another timeout for this injury. As the trainer is out there helping him. That is, when we resume, it's 3rd and 5, and he does get up and he starts walking off. That's what you love to see. And the Phoenix are coming back onto the field. There's a flag on the play. Offsides on the Vikings. Moves up, and I believe gives a third 3rd and inches right here for the Phoenix. As they hand it off, and he gets the first down with ease. And he gets a little more. Stopped at around the 34-yard line. About a 4-yard gain, or 6-yard gain.
5-yard gain, good for another Phoenix first down.
I'd say if there's nothing really going on in the game itself.
As option, he throws a nice little screen to Mays right there. And he just drops down. And they call it incomplete. I don't know about that one, but what do I know? That's 2nd and 10 on the 34-yard line for the Phoenix right there. That stops the clock at 10 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Yeah. I'd say you're doing pretty good. A lot of this stuff is going to just come from doing it a lot. That's most of the directing side of things. You just have to do it a lot to get it. Okay. So I'll be right back. I'll try not to die from this. Yeah, don't die.
Play action screen. It's incomplete. Oh, it is completed, but he goes nowhere. Oh, he actually loses yards, actually. I believe, since he was down at the 30. So it's 3rd and 14. He drops back. He almost gets sacked, and he has to dump it off. It's incomplete, and it's 4th and 14 now. Nice defensive showing from the Vikings right there. As seems as if though the Phoenix are punting, and that's probably the smartest move here. A little pressure there. It's all the way back to the 15, 14-yard line before it stopped. They call it at the 15. And the Vikings are starting way back. As the Vikings start their long journey across the field. as he drops back and is pressured immediately. He has to dump it off, and it was almost intercepted, but it juggles between his hands and it's dropped.
Jackson Blakely was the one that almost came away with the interception. He's going to bring up second out and 10 now for Parsons.
That pass brings 2nd and 10 for Parsons at the 15, at their own 15-yard line, with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. They hand it off and almost lose the ball. And that's number 15, their regular running back, and he stopped at the 20-yard line. And he getting about 5 yards, making it 3rd and 5. And they put on a 21-yard line, so it's 3rd and 4. As the clock is running down right now. It's thrown and it's incomplete, making it a 4th and 4. As he's running it, he gets the first down and a little more. Mays tacks him at his feet, and he glides the offensive player glides to a little more yards to the 33-yard line. As he restarts the chain, making it 1st and 10. As the clock keeps running, and it's 8 minutes and about 20 seconds left. He hands it off once more, and he stopped about the 38-yard line there. Looking at maybe a 2nd and 2, 2nd and 5. As it's on the 38-yard line. I just need to get my math up. Play action, quick pass is incomplete, stopping the clock at 7 minutes and 8 seconds left. The pass was a little behind him. Hands it off, goes to the right, and gets 3 people to tackle him down at the 40-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down. making it 4th and 2, 4th and 3. As there's an injury timeout as another cramp, I believe. As he's getting up now. As the clock is restarted with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. As Phoenix players jump. And that's going to make the Vikings' life a little easier. As it's now 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. He drops back looking. He throws it. And it is not caught through the hands of the receiver. He had a jump for it, but it still was no good. As that stops the clock at 6 minutes and 20 seconds left. Second and 10 for the Vikings here. Still at the 45-yard line. He drops back. He throws it to the right side of the field. And it is stopped by number 2. I believe that's Noah Martin. I was correct. He tips it, and it's no good. 3rd and 10 still. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's a personal foul on the Phoenix. So that makes it Parsons' 1st down. And moving the chains up to looks like the 44-yard line. They're calling it, for the 44-yard line in Phoenix territory. As they seem to stop the game. as they're moving it yet again. Putting it on the 40, 39 yard line.
39 for Parsons.
First and 10. As they hand it off, there's a hole open in the middle. As he gets to the 35-yard line, I believe. They call it 34-yard line, so 2nd and 5. And that clock is winding down slowly but surely. As the carry gets the first down, 1st and 10 for the Vikings right here, as he gets all the way to the 22nd yard line. 27th, I believe I said 22nd. As he throws it to the right side again, as Noah Martin overruns him, and Noah Martin standing up still tackles him down, but is caught in a big gain, and he's all the way to the first 1 yard line there, as that's what they call it. And the Vikings are dangerously close to getting another touchdown, as it just hit 5 minutes. And they get in the end zone with a run. That's a touchdown for Parsons. That's a 2-yard rushing touchdown from what I heard. And now the score is 40-26 before any extra points. And they're going for 2. That's probably the smart move right here. My prediction is giving it to 15 as he drops it. And there's a flag on the play, though. Delaying the game on the offense. Sets them back 5 yards. Making this second 2-point conversion a little harder for them. As now they're going to kick it. And it's almost blocked, but it's up and it's good. Making it a 40-27 points. With 4 minutes and 50 seconds left as the Phoenix offense comes on for one of its last time. Phoenix trying to make this lead for them. Trying to make the game out of reach for the Vikings here. My thought process is just run as much clock as possible as they onside kick it, but it's easily picked up from the Phoenix, and they're starting at the 45-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
46-yard line, they said.
45-yard line. Excuse me.
No, 45-yard line, that was correct. As he hands it off to Jack Bilderback, he's met with a wall of Vikings, and he is down behind the line of scrimmage. Making it 2nd and 11 down on the 44-yard line, keeping the clock running. Hand it off once more. Finds some empty field. There's a flag on the play. He gets to about the 56 or 57-yard line. 46, 47, I apologize. As holding on the offense, so they're going back. 10-yard penalty, as it should be 2nd and 21. 2nd down and 19, they say. Hands it off once more. I mean, that's 3rd and that's about 3rd. Yeah, 3rd brings about 3rd and 16 for the Phoenix. And Parsons calls a timeout, but the Phoenix offense is doing really what they need to do here is winding down the clock as much as possible here. And I'd say run it again and then punt. I mean, they drained about almost a little more than a minute here. So all in all, I believe this drive has been overall very successful. As what is hopefully gearing up for another run play here. As it is, they hand it off, and he's instantly stopped. And timeout Parsons. That's their second timeout here. They only have one remaining.
The camera was standing more still. Did not happen.
After the timeout, space 4th and 14 from the 41.
That's the end of the timeout there as they're getting ready to punt it. Two receivers in the backfield. As there's pressure on it and almost blocked, they grab it about the 26-yard line, and there's a fight going on right now as there's a lot of flags on the field.
Brought down at the 35. Extracurricular activity on the play.
As the clock is stopped at about 3 minutes left, and looks like another player down with yet another cramp. What?
I think that it's sounds like yeah, that they all 8, 2, 3 minutes. Cumulatively 8 2 minutes. They ate 1 banana.
Red ball, personal foul on the Phoenix.
They call a personal foul on the Phoenix
And there's ejected.
as this man's is still down here. As I think I see in number 2, that is number 2, Noah Martin, as he's walking off the field here. As the teams are coming back on the field.
After the timeout, it'll be 1st and 10, Parsons.
The Vikings are facing a 1st and 10, I apologize. On the 44-yard line in Phoenix territory. He heaves it, and it's picked, but there's a foul on the play. That's Zydron Mays.
Pass is intercepted by Mays.
as they don't give it to the Phoenix. The crowd is very upset about that, making it 1st and 10 for the Vikings here, as Coach Malcolm is arguing with the ref here. He seems really mad. And he gets a foul. That might have been a foul for throwing his headset here. As the clock is at 2 minutes and 55 seconds. They call unsportsmanlike conduct, yes. It's an automatic first down, which doesn't really help them much here. But, man, you just gotta. What? This is a huge opportunity for Parsons here to get some free points here. Snapped, he throws it. It's no good though, it's dropped. As that stops the clock. 2nd and 10 on the 18th yard line. Yeah, I'm not. Ball snap, it's handed off. He stopped about the 14-yard line here. They're calling it at the 14-yard line. It's a 3rd and 6. As the quarterback drops it, picks it up and runs. He sees open field, hits the 10. He's knocked down at the 4-yard line. At the 3-yard line, as that's 1st and 3, 1st and goal. And I don't think he was out of bounds, so the clock should still be running, and it is running. 1st and goal from the 3 here. Let's see what Vikings do. And they get in a touchdown. As there's 2 minutes and 6 seconds, the official score right now is 40-33. Parsons is climbing its way back. They're going for an extra point. As they drop it, there's a flag on the play. Offsides, Atchison. I believe they called a first down. No way. The kick is low, but it's still good. Making it 40-34. This game is looking quite grim for Phoenix right now. They need a big offensive drive right here. Either score some points to put it away, drain a heck of a lot of clock. Those flat fouls really killed the Phoenix right there. As they missed out on an interception. That would have surely put the game away for them. Two minutes and 6 seconds left to play in this game. Timeout called by the Phoenix. The receiving team is coming on. There's one lone man as there's an onside kick, and it's caught.
The onside kick is recovered by Edweyn for the Phoenix. It'll be
First and 10 for the Phoenix at the 49-yard line with just about 2 minutes left to go. We need some good clock management right here. A little chewing, really. As Lane Boldridge is in the backfield here. He gets about a yard or two. And they gain of 2, 2nd and 8 on the 49. That was the third and final timeout called by Parsons. One more first down should really do it here for the Phoenix and put this game away. That's the end of the timeout. Players are coming back on the field. Motion. They hand it to Mays. Mays finds some empty field. He's going upfield. There's a flag, but he gets the first down and he goes out of bounds. The penalties are killing both teams in this game here. And it's called on the Phoenix offense. That brings it to 2nd and 18. On the 40-yard line. It's 2nd and 18 with basically 2 minutes left to go on the clock. Motion, handed off to Mays. Has a couple blockers, has an empty field. He's at the he's hit big right before the first down. They give him the first down and he's down. He's down. But I believe they give him the first down. They don't. They give him a 3rd and 1. Clock is running. It's on the 41-yard line. That's a huge play from the Phoenix. They really needed that there. They just need this first down and it's ball game. They hand it off and it's met with a wall of Viking defenders. He stays up, but they call the play already. It's a 4th down. It's a 4th and 5. They're going for this 4th down, I believe. I mean, you have to. 50 seconds left on the clock in this game. .30 seconds. They make the Vikings jump. 23 seconds are on the clock. Delay of game on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Fourth and 10. They're in punt formation here. The defense has about 23 seconds to stop the Vikings offense. Timeout. The Phoenix. Phoenix only have 1 remaining timeout. This game's getting, at the end here, got a little dicey. Well, the Vikings have made it very clear that they are not going down without a fight. The punt is received. Number 21 is running. He's stopped about at the 20, 21-yard line. 22. 13 seconds left. Coach Malcolm is hyping up the crowd right here, trying to get as much momentum as possible. He throws it. It's incomplete. 10 seconds left. It's 2nd and 10. Vikings ball. You can hear the boos from the crowd as they're lining up. As it's pitched to the running back. And they tackle him. That's the end of the game. Phoenix win 40-34. That is the end of the game. What an electrifying game. We'd like to thank our sponsors right before we leave. Thank you to Daylight Donuts and Heidi's Dress Shop. If you're ever in need for a dress, go to them. Whew. Your final score for today is 40 Phoenix to 34 Vikings. What a play, what a game. I apologize, what a game for the Phoenix. I'd just say the takeaway of this game is probably the penalties. Both sides had so many penalties, it's insane. I wouldn't even say turnovers was a big deal. There's only one fumble in the beginning of the game. And really what the Phoenix had going for them is they came out really strong with the offense and just got as far ahead as possible and really let the momentum slide with them and let the defense do its thing, which at the end, it got a little dicey for them, but they were able to hold off and keep the lead and win this game. Before we leave, we'd just like to thank everybody in the backseat. Thank you to all the cameramen. Thank you to the director. And you want to, okay.
Hello, I'm your director for the night, Sundblom. I'd love to thank all of you for watching. I know we've had a lot of technical difficulties over the past few weeks, our past few games. We just got a whole new system for this. I know there's going to be some problems. Thank you all for sticking through with us through this process of change. That's really all. I'll hand this back to our main commentator.
Yes, thank you to Kenny for hopping on and explaining it to us. Again, I'd just like to thank you all for sticking with us through these difficulties. And just a shout out to all the fans that came out today and supported the Phoenix. Without them, we would be nothing. And of course, the band, the cheerleaders, and the dance team. I mean, they all contribute to in their own ways so much. And obviously, thank you guys for watching. And we're probably going to wrap it up here. And we'll see you next week for the next Phoenix football game. Goodbye and have a good night, everybody. I'll see you later.